it in the aeroplane tree, and I played in it. You went to the back of All Saints churchyard and just up the wooden steps, and it lay to your left, and it went over like that, right over, and you could walk straight in. And we used to sweep it out with gorse, and it made a lovely house. And then we had a stream running not far, and we could get all of our water, you see. We were gone all day, and as they said, why go home when there's nothing to go home for? When you've got 10 children, what's the good of going home, as they say? There's nothing there.
We used to go down to the stage and get winkles or go down to see if there are any fish hanging around, you know. I don't know whether we pinched it. And then you could get 3 penny worth of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again.
Several old ladies used to go down and count the fish. They used to throw it in great piles and herrings, and they used to count them in 5s, and then every so often they would chalk it on the boat. 1, 1. I didn't really understand it. 1, 1, 1. That's how they wrote it, and quite old ladies. They'd have a bit of old Macintosh and nail on it, and then they'd count this great pile of fish, and they used to put them in baskets, and the fishermen would carry them up.
And he used to say on a Sunday morning, "Now come along, Pimmy," because he called me Pim for my nickname. "Go down to Ratton's, which is a shop in the Bourne. Well, I want 3 penny worth of Ratton's selected bacon." And I never thought it was funny. I thought that was the name. And these sauce for 3 penny worth of Ratton's selected bacon. And there's all pieces of fat and stuff. He'd roll it up and take it home. And you'd get a piece of fish from somewhere. He cooked the fish with the bacon. It was beautiful, plenty of salt and pepper and that. And he used to cook up a meal like that for breakfast on Sunday. Then he would make us toffee on Sunday. We always had that, and then his blessed accordion would come out, and we used to have him.
Friday nights are best because you get enough pocket money to go to the shop and get 4 things worth of licorice sticks.
You'd see there was bloater dealers. There was one person who used to do the bloaters in Bourne Road. There was the watercress people in Bourne Road, barbers, and then there was all the little shops. We had so many little shops around here. We used to grow watercress. There was a man who used to get it up at the station. He used to come in wicker baskets with lids, and he'd sell it 1 farthing and 2 farthings a bunch, or 1 penny and 2 pennies a bunch. And there was Genty Willett. She used to go out with her basket on her hand, carrying it on her arm, and sell buttons and needles and tapes, and pegs, bootlaces, and all kinds of things.
They didn't have public demonstration, but I know one family somehow managed, I think they must have had a solicitor. I think they went away and got a solicitor who fought it because they were pretty cottages. Really, I don't know why they pulled them down, really. They were very pretty cottages. And they got their council houses really cheap. And they built too. They, what you call, won the day. But there was 1 or 2 protests, you see, and they were all sent to Hardwick Road, which none of them liked, because it was entirely new. Well, quite a different area altogether for them, you see. But it was the fishermen who must have found it hard to have had to go right up there. There were a lot of fishermen living there. Yeah, they've slowly come back round here. Well, the younger ones all live down here now, don't they? But it must have been hard for them because they were mostly where the fishermen lived, you see, all these little places. It must have been, yeah. And they went right down through West Street. There was houses right to the end of this Bourne Road, right down. Because I love walking through West Street. You can still see parts of the old Hastings that was there. And the end of the Bourne was quite narrow, because there used to be little cottages from the chapel down. And there were all these little Tudor cottages, only plastered over. But every one of them was oak timbered. Really, they've ruined it, haven't they, Hastings? Been ruined. Well, I suppose it's better for the people. It's more hygienic. They've got nice homes now. You know what I mean. They've got bathrooms. And, you see, they couldn't have afforded to buy these houses.
To fetch her, called a bone, but when she came